Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, we are going to be talking about my NXT predictions. And remember that NXT today is NXT Showdown. So there are going to be a lot of epic matches today. So get ready because NXT today is an absolute banger of a show. For the first match on the card, the Hardy Boys versus Dark State in a winner-takes-all match. I think it's easy to say, at least for me, that the Hardy Boys are going to get this win. They're going to have one last run in the WWE for sure. At least that's what I think. And I think the way to do it is defeating Dark State, which they are this big and bad team. But I also wouldn't be surprised if, just because Dark State is this big bad team, they actually do take the titles. But I am going to go with my gut, and I'm going to say the Hardy Boys do take the titles, and I'm also going to say this match is going to be great. It's going to be an absolute banger. For the next match on the card, Ethan Page versus Mustafa Ali for the Men's North American Championship. I think this match is going to be great. I know who's going to win this match, though. It's going to be Ethan Page easily. I do think he retains the Men's North American Championship, but this match will be great anyway. For the next match on the card, it's Team NXT and Team TNA in the Men's Survivor Series Tag Team match. I think this is easy to say for me. Team TNA for the men's side is going to get this win. I just feel like everything's adding up with Ethan Page and Trick Williams having their bickering problems and issues and whatnot. I have a feeling Trick Williams is going to turn in this match, with Javon Evans having that conversation with Nick Aldis on SmackDown last week, and Nick Aldis talking about after he's done with all of this showdown business and whatnot over on NXT, he wants to talk to him. Yeah, I feel like Javon's getting called up. Trick's gonna turn on the team and cause them to lose, and just everything's adding up for the men's TNA team to get this win. Also, something to keep in mind is Joe Hendry.
Say his name and he appears.
I'm sorry for that. I said his name. Anyway, he's the special guest referee for this match, but I don't really see him doing anything to cost any of the teams. For the next match on the card and the final announced match on the card so far, there's more I want to talk about though, so don't leave quite yet. Team NXT versus Team TNA in the Women's Survivor Series Tag Team match. I think it's easy for me to say. I mean, you guys can hate me if you want. I really do feel like the Team NXT side is just so much more stacked. Maybe that's bias because I watch NXT just a little bit more than TNA, but I really do feel like Team NXT is so much more stacked that they cannot lose. And yes, Jordynne Grace, just like Joe Hendry. Oh, so now you don't want to appear. Alright.
Say his name and he appears.
I said his name again. My bad. Anyway, as I was saying, Jordynne Grace, just like him, is going to be the special guest referee for the Women's Survivor Series Tag Team match between NXT and TNA. I do think Team NXT is going to get this win easy. Not very many of the women have problems, and if they do, they quickly got them solved. So I do think Team NXT is going to get this win. Also, just to keep in mind, Sol Ruca, 2 belts by the way, is on Team NXT, and JC Jane, the NXT champion, is on Team NXT. I don't think Team TNA can beat 3 title belts. Also, just Sol Ruca alone is like a huge boost for that team, but having Lola Vice on top of that, JC Jane and Jada Parker, yeah, Team NXT is getting that win. For the next thing that could be announced for the card, but the final thing that could be announced for the card in general, Danny Ray and Shiloh Hill from WWE LFG Season 2, they won. Look at my last video, by the way, to see my thoughts on that. But to sum it up, I'm excited and I'm happy to see them in NXT finally. And I've been rooting for them to get here since Season 1 of WWE LFG. But With that sum up done, I think that they could very likely be on NXT today. And I think that since it's this whole entire NXT versus TNA showdown type deal, I think that they could make their debut matches against TNA superstars.
Soon as I land, they come with a bag. Tell I just got it, they don't have a tag.